Hello everyone and welcome back to Out of Ore. I'm your host JC, and today we're going to be using the bagger for a little bit, check the rest of this coal out, and then I'm going to go up there and I think we're going to paint the roof black and possibly run back out here and paint these water pipes blue while we're waiting for the material to process through the plant. So we'll get all that stuff done. I'm also going to get some guardrails put on this stuff right here that I haven't done yet, so that we're not just running off and jumping off into the nether region over here. So I already put planks down over here. We're going to just jump right into digging here. I got to jump in, move forward one block. So that's going to be about there. And then we're going to zero this thing out and get to work. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Mine was pretty good, even though I worked a lot of hours this weekend, but sorry I didn't get a video out yesterday. I was just too tired when I got home. I didn't get home till like 5 o'clock in the morning. So we're going to do this. I also have, starting tomorrow, me and two of the viewers, subs from the channel are going to do a multiplayer series on this game. So we're going to, we haven't picked the map yet, but we're going to start with only 500,000, or I think it'll be 400,000. We have to do 400,000 or a million, I think, unless I just take money out of the company account. The other thing is, I'm not quite sure if we should start on a new company, so we're starting out like lower level stuff and having to work our way back up to the high level stuff. It is something to think about. You know, like the more people we have on, the more money we need to. So if we're running with 3 people, which we currently have set up for that, each one of us has to have a fast pickaxe, fast shovel, fast sledgehammer. You know, the ability to put stuff in, take stuff out, and so we're still kind of working out a little bit of that kind of stuff. We're gonna sit down and talk for like an hour before we actually start doing the videos tomorrow. Well, I guess today. I'm actually recording this at 3:30 in the morning. So we get, I don't know, 2 or 3 cuts done, I think. Well, to me, a cut is once and back and forth once. So we'll get this one done. We'll cut back to the right one time, and then cut one more full cut left, right, and should be able to. I got one block up there painted because I wanted to see if it painted inside too. It does paint the inside, so the inside of the roof will be black. And I'm gonna leave it up to the viewers. I'm gonna just ask you guys right now if what color you want to paint the walls of the building. And I mean, hopefully it's not something hideous, but whatever we have the most of is what I'm going to go with. I am going to put a poll up, and I'm going to put I don't know, 4 or 5 choices on there, uh, like blue, green, maybe gray, black. I really don't want to do pink or purple, but if that's what people want, I guess we can do it. I don't think yellow would look good on that. So there's a couple of colors I don't want to use because I just don't think it would look good. And we have a lot of black over there already, and the roof's going to be black. So maybe I won't have black as an option. The roof is going to be black, and then the little side panels right here that are angled, like the roof pieces, that can be one color, and then the walls can be a different color if we want. Maybe do a blue and then, I don't know, dark green up on the top. I don't know what it would do, what it would look like. But for right now, I'm just going to ask in comments if you guys want to put them in the comments what you guys think you want to see. And then if we get enough people actually looking at it, I will just put up a poll and have people decide on it that way. Alright, so about, I don't know, that's probably 3, but we got to jump out and put a new hopper in. Can we get 2 in here without interfering? Yeah, okay, we can. Good. Alright, we'll go ahead and start this thing up and get to moving backwards the other way. I know you can go a lot deeper than 2 or 3 blocks. I mean, if you really wanted to dig into it, yeah, you can go to where it's like about where that X is on the arm there, and it'll still chew through it. So if you're on your personal maps, you can pretty much cut like 4 blocks deep, maybe even 5 blocks deep. Um, but again, like I said, you'll have these little ridges like we see right here on this right here, the little ridges there. Those are from making deep cuts. But if you're putting blocks down or floors or whatever to drive on, it really doesn't matter. So we'll get this cut out here and then do at least a cut to the left. I think a cut to the left, cut to the right will be perfect. And we'll end up 2 full swing back and forth. And then we'll have time to paint the roof. Actually, I think I'm going to paint the pipes first, the blue pipes back on the water line back here, and then go to the roof afterwards. So we got time for all this material to work through. So yeah, we'll be through this section of coal here. And we got one big section down there. A couple of small ones here in the middle, but that's not really much. And that one's out of range over there. Is that coal over there? No, that's just a shadow. Never mind. Sorry. I don't know. I'm really tempted to get the 695 and move this thing over 20 blocks and keep cutting away. But if I do that, it means I got to go over there and cut all that off the top there over there too, which wouldn't be too hard because the 695 does have a lot of cutting power. On the opposite side of that, it also takes 5 minutes to make a swing 180. So, yeah, you're getting more material, but it's taking longer. And of course, I also want to finish this cut off at the same level, so maybe that's something we'll work on for the next level, and maybe I'll bring Theo on and I'll have him doze all the sides of this off to the side. Then we can move it over 20 blocks and do it that way. I'm getting better at the dozer, but I'm just not confident enough to, especially with that way up there like that. Because I think he's going to have to angle or start at the top and work his way down to make that work. Maybe I can have him stop by Monday after work, and before I have my other appointment that I have to work with at 5, and he can help me out with that. Or not appointment, but scheduled thing to do. Alright, so I'm going to probably stop about there. I don't need to go all the way into this. We'll move forward a block, or approximately a block. We'll go ahead and cut back. But it still should cut pretty decent right here. Yeah, that's still good. I kind of want to just run the entire thing with no HUD at all. Like, maybe do a short like this with I don't know, 25x speed increase. Do a little time lapse for a short video. I have not really messed around with the shorts much though, so I don't know. Also, does anybody know if they're going to increase the level in future updates? If they are, do we know how high it's going to go? Because I have like 22.5 million experience above level 70. And I don't remember how much experience it took to get from 69 to 70. So, yeah, we'll have all this coal cut out with this one. With the one cut to the right. be able to go down there and see how much coal's in the machine. See if it's going to be enough to actually have this thing run all the time. Like I said, the back four aren't running at all though, so if anything, I can always turn the front four off, let them fill back up a little bit with one down there, and let the back four run for a while. Because we have, what, 16, 8, 17, like 19.6 right now available. And I don't think we're using that much. Let me jump out real quick. I don't remember how much we're using. Yeah, so we're using almost 16,000 of the, what did I say, 16, 17, 18.6, so we still got 2,600. Which even putting conveyors all the way across here probably only adds another maybe 1,000 if that's probably pushing it. And then I'm gonna delete all these ones off the backside here. Start coming from that side over there. So that'll drop it back down again anyway. And then we'll have that coal to hit again and that coal to hit again. Someone says it's only surface level. And I'm not sure if they mean that's surface level until they get down to solid rock or blasted rock. But from what I've seen so far, if you were to dig straight down on most maps, I know Scandinavia is different and there's one other one. I want to say it's Iron Mountain. It's different. It's like a static, it's not a straight up and down thing. But like the rest of the maps, if you were to go over to this coal and start digging straight down, you would just keep going with coal all the way down until you at least hit solid rock. It may be even further than that. Alright, that looks pretty good there. We'll go ahead and go to the front of this thing here. Get all these dug out. I think this is off a little bit too. Maybe not. That's pretty straight. I think that's pretty good right there. Let's do this cut across and then let that material run through while we do some painting real quick. So just little things here and there that I need to, get caught up on that I really haven't been doing and I probably should have. And if I do decide to get the 695, that section over there won't be too hard to clear out anyway. I'll just back this up, put some hoppers going, 90 degrees to the right, so it's coming back off that direction, facing away from where we're at, and just drive into that section over there. Shouldn't be too tough. Same thing with that one there. Shouldn't be too tough. So I guess we'll have about, I don't know, 17 or 18 minutes of cutting here, and then we'll get some painting done. And I still need to decide if I want to take that ramp and rechange it, because right now there's a lot of turns and corners on that thing, and I think it'd be best to just go straight off to the east instead of having it go down to the east and then turn and go south like it does right now. I originally put it in that way just for driving around, messing around, doing something different. But looking at it, it's just a lot of turns. And if you're driving a big dump truck around there, you don't want to have to stop in the middle to back up and realign your truck to start moving again. You want to just drive up it and not have to worry about all that stuff. So we're going about halfway into the spindle, so that's pretty good. Real good deep cut. I kind of need to figure out how to get that stuff over here without respawning it over here too. Like, should I build a ramp going down that I can like take and pick up and put back down? Or should I make it go all the way down to the end, go down that ramp, and then come back underneath the little opening causeway thing that I have down there? And that's sort of temporary right now, because once I get down to the next cut, that one won't be any good anyway. I'll have to go down further. Maybe we'll have a little time and do some dozer right here. I mean, I don't want to mess it up because, he does pretty good at doing the dozer, and I'm starting to get better at it, but just not real good at it yet. Like, if I want to push that off the edge over there, I kind of want to start at an up angle and work my way up, and then slowly bring it back down so that I'm not digging way down. I mean, you can see where it went. It goes down at an angle there. And like I said, and he's way better at it than I am. So I think maybe that's what I'll do. I'll do that, and then we'll paint the blue pipes. See how much material we have left to maneuver, transfer, whatever. And unfortunately, I'll have to pick that up and respawn it because I'm not going to travel it all the way down and drive back up the road. That's pretty good right there. We'll just stop. Let's see how much material we have. We have 460 there, 360 there, 24 there, so it's going to take a little while. Let's go ahead and pick up the dozer and move this to here. I actually did go and pick up the paint because I was thinking, yeah, we'll go ahead and get that paint done. Well, the blue part. I didn't get to pick up the black paint. And then, now I'm changing my mind again. I do that a lot. Alright, let's go ahead and drop this here. Which way are you flying in from? That way. Okay, so it's going to be facing the right direction. So we jump in here, and we raise this thing up, like so. And kind of come over here. We'll just start pushing this up. I think I'll be able to push most of it over. The only problem is the stuff that's really high, which I think I may have to come up and dig from the top down. But if I can dig myself a hole through here, just keep going, come on. Let's try this again. Okay, look at how much dirt that thing's pushing out there. Come on, get up there. I'll do it one more time. Come back down here. I know I'm not very good at this thing, so it's something I'm working on. Work with me here. I apologize. Like I said, it's not something I'm like real great at. But if I can just keep working it up like this, I should be able to poke through at some point and get up on top and start taking the top of it off. There we go. Lift this thing up. And then on this up here, which way do I want to go? I think the best thing to do is to push it off this direction. Yep, that's not going to work. Okay, let's see. Guess I have to get up a little further before I start doing that. Try to get it leveled off a little bit, maybe. Alright, so if we stop right there, lower this thing down. Kind of like so, maybe. Do you dig in? No, it's not. Okay, let's go a little further down. How am I gonna do this? I mean, I could start by... I don't know. How am I gonna start at the top and work my way down? So what we need to do is right about here, lower this thing down, and then... Yeah, it's just gonna turn on. Yeah, okay, that's not gonna work. Being that it's sloped, I don't know what to do here. I'm probably gonna have to just bring a bagger over here and cut it down that way. So I don't think... Yeah, maybe I can start digging it off here. Okay, it's starting to cut in. So I can just push it over the top. I'm losing my cut here, okay. Just keep pushing. Obviously, we know that some of this stuff gets deleted as we do this. Make sure MShaw's not paying attention to this too, because that'll get us in trouble. Hanging over the edge like this, trying to bulldoze. But anyway, if I can keep pushing like this, it'll push all that stuff down there, and when I run the next cut through here, it'll just pick it up and dump it off, I think, into the machine. So maybe this is a bad idea. Maybe I should just let him do this. He's actually much better at it than I am. I think it's just micro movements though, and it's like trying to get the machine to do what you want to. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But as you can see, it's wanting to slide off the side here, so let's go ahead and just put this thing away for now. Let him run this later on. And I'll go paint pipes instead. I'm much better at that. So we will find the hole over here, wherever it's at. Ah, there it is. I'm probably going to change this up too, put a second hole somewhere. And then we're going to use our handy dandy walkway down here. And then all of these pipes that are under here and over here and up on this thing, we're going to go through and paint these blue. I think I got enough blue for now. We'll see. Alright, so we're going to go start with the pumps themselves and paint them all blue. I have to jump over and do the backside. Yeah, there we go. We'll come back and get the pumps in a minute. This will get most of it this way. Alright, so that takes care of that part. Come back over on this side now, and we'll get all these mergers, these pumps. I'm not going to paint the... maybe I'll paint the inputs too, I don't know. That kind of makes sense since they're doing the stuff for... Yeah, we'll paint these too. They'll paint these blue since this is all water related. I don't think I'm going to paint the coal. I mean, maybe I should paint the coal things too black. I don't know. So we're going to get all of these done. We're going to actually paint these ones here blue too. Now, if you do have to take them out and put them back in, then it go back to a natural red, I believe. It doesn't stay blue. And I'm not going to tear the wall apart to get all the stuff that's inside there, but like if I can reach this one, I will. I don't think I can. Let's see. Let's just take this one out. Then we can reach it for sure. We'll get a little bit of this done. Alright, so to get that, I'm going to have to break down walls. And I'm not sure I want to do that quite yet. Or right now, I should say. So let's put this back in. And we will go up. Because I have to break all this out too. To get that done. Let's go upstairs and we can paint these pipes here too. These are all water also. These are the ones that go up into the froth floater. Alright, now we can go upstairs and get all this stuff inside the plant. Alright, so we have water lines that come up here. That's the froth floater. We'll get these done. I'm not going to paint the froth floaters blue though, because that kind of, they're not just water. And then we'll come over here and we will get the water lines that go into the wash plants. Give a little color to our work here. I think the easiest way for me to get those lines, if I wanted to paint them all, would be to tear up this right here. Which maybe I'll do that right now. Just go like this. We'll get this one, and then we'll do this one, and we can get all this down here. That one's not even connected anymore. So now, no matter where we're at, we have blue water lines. Let's go ahead and get these back in. Those are two of these. Alright, so we are done with blue paint, because we have everything in here. So I'm going to go buy some more black paint, and we're going to paint the roof, because we still have a bunch of material coming in. Why is this stopped? Did I break something? Nope, those are still going. Yeah, see, the power line went back to 21 again. It did the same thing it did last time. So now none of this stuff's running again. And I did, you saw, I didn't do anything. I didn't change anything but paint it. Crap. Yep, same thing. It's 2100. So now we have no power going again. I don't think I broke the line on anything over here either. No, there's no grid here. Why is there no grid at all? I did knock something out. Oh, okay, that explains it. Let's put that back in. There we go. My bad, sorry. I thought I didn't do that. Okay. So let's paint this one now. Put all these concrete blocks back in. I didn't think I broke something, but I guess I did. Alright, so, and I'm kind of stuck here, I think, sort of. Yeah, I'm definitely stuck. So let's jump to a vehicle. We'll just drive this one here. Now we can go upstairs and paint the roof black. Man, I just killed a bunch of my time too. Ugh. Let's go see how much we have over here. Only 109 there, 367. This one's gonna be 24 again. Okay, so we still got like 500,000 material. We'll just get some painting done, and then I'll do a little jump cut for the rest of it. Okay, so black paint. I don't see any here. There it is. And we're gonna need more. Store. Let's just go. I mean, that's a 40 by 40 roof basically. So 1,600. Let's just do a full stack, I guess. We'll start with that and go from there. And these should all be painted too at some time. I just don't know what color I want to paint it yet. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is actually 39 by 40 because I went in one. Or no. It was 40 by 41. So it's going to be like 38 by 39. Yeah, 38 by 39. So like 1,580 or something. I don't know. 1,550. We'll have to buy more paint for sure. Because there's only 8 blocks taken out from those things. And we'll have to paint those like a color too. I'm not sure we'll paint those black or paint them the same as we paint this color here. I didn't think I was close enough to hit that thing and knock it out, but I guess I was. Alright, so we had like 26 I bought, so it was 1,025. Yeah, so to go around it was 199 paint. Oh no, because this one was already painted, so 200 paint to go around the out edge once. The cool thing is you paint one side and it paints the inside too. And I'm not sure if the walls in the factory will be that way. But the roof definitely does. And we'll show that here in a minute when we get done. We'll get like 2 rows around and then we'll go inside and look. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, this is slow. You know, we finish this, we'll have like, I don't know what I was thinking. That was way off my mouth. We did like 160 blocks around the outside edge. Just under, so I don't know what I was thinking, like 200. Anyway, that right there is just just shy of 300 paint used. We're going to run down here. We're going to put in those guardrails on the back side real quick. I am at some point going to put in some more catwalks and stuff, so we're not having to do this jump thing. But that's not something that needs to be done right this second. So I do also want to get this, like I said, these painted a different color. I'm just not sure what I want to paint the catwalks, because I think you can paint the stairs. In fact, let me just try real quick. Yeah, you can paint the stairs and the guardrails in this, but I'm not sure what color I want to use yet. So I'm going to go ahead and pick this one up real quick, put it back down, and then we'll have go back to red. Something like that. So anyway, if you look up in here, you can see it paints the inside. Kind of nice. Let's run out, and of course this I'm going to jump across because I don't want to run all the way around. Just to see how much material we have left to run. If I should continue letting it run or if I should do a jump cut on it, I'm not sure. 260, so that's going to be like another, I don't know, 5 minutes. No, like 10 minutes. So yeah, I'm gonna work on the roof and do a little jump cut, and then I will show you what we processed here shortly. So I'll be back in a minute. Anybody else know these things look like they're like losing material? Like it's showing there. If you look right here and watch too, it was just a second ago showing me like falling dirt right there. That one's on the other side. I don't know. It's not there, so it's only where it's coming in at. And I believe that one there is where the X is at on the back side, right? Like, are we actually losing material here by running it this way with the hopper into hopper? Yeah, it looks like stuff's falling there, but it's not building up at all, so I don't know. Guess I could take all these out real quick. I don't need to leave them in there. I was up on the roof painting, and I looked over and saw that. I'm like, what to do here? Is this actually losing material or not? Anybody knows, let me know in the comments. I don't know if it does or not. Because, like, the graphic is there, but it's not, I don't think it's losing anything. We're down to like 80% or 80,000. I'm gonna, I kind of like that blue color behind there. I also need to figure out what color we want to make this, if we want to leave that color or paint it something different. So let's go up here. I want to pick up a couple of colors and look at your, like do like a little swatch kind of thing. Like right here is where we're going to do it. So let's see, if we pick up let's see, we got the blue already. I don't want to use blue again, so let's try this two here, and this one here. So that's 7 and 8. Got a real dark green to forest green. I guess we could do an orange maybe. And let's do these two real quick. Let's do some swatches across here and see what we look. Definitely not doing pink. Sorry for those who want to see pink. Not gonna happen. I mean, this would be really bright, I think. Yeah, I don't want that one. So right now I'm looking at probably this red, Probably this green and this orange here. I don't like that one. So, what do you guys think? The crimson, the first red, the middle orange, or the light green? Well, this would be not light green, but... okay, so, actual names. Forest green, orange dark, regular red, or red midnight. And then we had to get two that work together because like one's going to be the wall and one's going to be the little roof thing up here. Alright, so that should be, yep, it's finishing off right now. So we will go run inside and look to see what we got. Use our catwalks like they're supposed to be used instead of jumping. Okay, so still got material coming through, but like I said, that was 4 cuts, and we got, I don't know, 2.5 stacks. We can actually run out and see how much coal we got too, since we do have that running inside. Okay, so we got, yeah, we won't have to worry about coal. I'm gonna actually have to work on that thing we were talking about previously about having like an overflow, because at some point it's gonna back up and it won't. I don't think it's gonna keep running, so I'm gonna have to do like a splitter off of this somehow, and then have some of it go into like storage, I guess. Like maybe do a splitter right there, have half of it come into here and half of it go around over here to like a storage container. Or maybe even just a sell point. Because that first one's almost full already. Which means this one's going to be too, yeah. I mean, obviously I could put a little bit more in here and add fuel, but I mean, that's not going to help much. And these are the ones that are running. Man, okay, so we're definitely going to have to do something about coal. Probably going to be sell point, I think. Alright, so this should just about be finished pushing everything through if it's not already. And we can grab this stuff and sell it off. Alright, so put the paint back. The water's needed sold. We got gold. Gold. And also I'll show you how many rubies and diamonds we got too. We'll run downstairs real quick. I wish if you hit 1 again that it would make the pickaxe go away. Alright, so yeah, we got like 2,200 over a course of 90, 100, 110 different things between diamonds and rubies. We're going to go ahead and let that go a little bit longer. I'm going to put these away. Someone also asked me about a game called Main Sequence, I think it was. Let me double check that name real quick. Main Sequence, yeah. I did check it out a little bit. I might actually run a playtest series on that. Depends on what everybody thinks with the first couple episodes. We have so much silicone. I'm going to go ahead and finish this block here, and then take the rest of this and sell it. And then from now on, I'm going to take this one and this one too. And we're just going to sell the silicone off. We have way too much. So let's see what we made today. We got 1.4, 1.4, 1.4. Go ahead and get rid of that water, that's nothing. So that's 550, 500, and 820. We were at 34, so we made 9 million today for what, basically 2 full cuts, 4 180 cuts. Not bad. So thanks for stopping by. I hope you guys liked it. We'll work on some other things. Like I said, I want to probably get that dug off there at some point. I'm not sure how or where, or I'm going to use the bagger, or if I'm going to use something else. If I wait too much longer, it's going to be hard to cut the top of that off because we're going to get further and further down, and the bagger only raises so high. So that's something I need to think about right away. Or use like a dump truck and a excavator or something to clear that off. So anyway, that's going to do it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any tips, tricks, questions, concerns, leave them in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you guys have a great day.